Hey everybody, Nikki here with Black Dog Vintage and Antiques, and welcome to the drop sale, the red, white, and the blue. I know I'm wearing green, but you know, it's one of my colors. Drop sale. So I am kicking things off on the drop sale. Welcome to my channel, 1 p.m. And if you're not already, please make sure you hit that subscribe button and give me a thumbs up, and make sure to do so for everybody across the board as we continue down the pike here. I want to thank everybody for who participated in this. So after me come Miss Claudia K Vintage. You're going to pop on over to her channel next. Then she's scheduled for 1:30. Then we have a Viking Treasure Hoard, John. He's after that. We have Emancipation 300, Miss Michelle herself. Does not included Mr. Roy. How you doing, Roy? Then we have the Thrifty Hippie, Miss Peg. We have Angela over at VOA Quest 1910. We have Bridget, the Baker's Daughter LLC. Becky from Vintage, make sure I say this right, Vintage Viking Treasures. Because you know, her and John, their names are very, very similar and they're tongue twisters. And Halen Vintage, rounding it out and ending for the night. So we thank you. Watch at your leisure. And this is how it's going to go. So I'm going to show you an item. I'm then going to pop up a picture of it so you can get a little bit of a better look. Then I will put next to that a number, and you will claim it in the comments below. First person to claim wins. We'll take backup bidders as we go on. So let's get to it. The rules are simple. And if I don't have your information, please make sure that each seller, not just one, each of us, if you buy something from everyone, gets your real name, your YouTube name, your PayPal email address, and your shipping address. Because quite frankly, if you don't send us that stuff, we can't send you your stuff. All right, so let's get to the sale. Okay, so first up, I have a Chadwick Magic Brain Calculator. So this is red and silver, and it does work. I'm not sure how it's supposed to work, but these little buttons, it comes with a little stylus, all this little bits and bobs works. You can add, minus, and multiply. That's the word. I was never very good at the maths. It does come with its instruction booklet here. So I'm thinking this is from, I think I had this from like the 60s, if memory serves. It is printed in Japan, and it tells you how to work with this. So it's a different little piece. I saw it and I was like, oh, this is really kind of funky and wild. So I had to bring it. So here's the front, the Chadwick Magic Brain Calculator, and the back. And if you're interested in this, check out the picture. Next up, I have a twofer. So this is a Medco of New York. It looks like the little bottom of a mortar and pestle. Something you would see in a pharmacy shelf. Good size, this guy right here. He is at 3.5 inches. And then his partner is going to be an old school Pond's milk glass jar. Now the ring of fire in both of these is very, very impressive. They're really cute sitting next to each other. I imagine like cobalt blue sitting in here too. They're not very big, you can see. Not very big at all. But they also make great bases for any of you crafters out there. So these two will be next up for offer. Check it out. Next up, what celebrates the 4th of July a little bit more than Washington, D.C. herself, the U.S. Capitol. This is a made in Japan souvenir piece. It is a mug. It's a good 3-fingered mug. It's actually surprisingly lightweight too. So if you're a fan, you can always leave it out or in, displayed either way, but it's a nice little vintagey piece for your 4th of July's, your blue displays. And that's the next guy up. And sticking kind of with the theme of the day, I've got my little Colonial guy. Look how, ooh, so used to StreamYard. Look how cute he is. He's the redcoats, the British are coming, the British are coming. A little redcoat guy. He is a mini pitcher. He is just over 2 inches tall. He is a Japan piece, and he does work. You will be able to pour out of him. So he is my next guy up for offer. Okay, next up I have a Delft, in air quotes, liquor bottle here. It is a windmill and a windmill and a windmill. Now, they're closer up and further away looks. It does go all the way around. This is painted on. The glass itself is clear on the bottom. It is a liquor bottle. At one point in time, it would have had a paper label. This one does not have it, and I think it's prettier without the label. The top is in really good condition. It is a screw-on top, but the top is plastic. Just FYI, the top is plastic. And it measures 9.5 inches from bottom to top. And this is the next red, white, and blue. This is white and blue. I got a twofer in this one. Up for offer. Next up, I have Raggedy Ann Stories. This book is in fabulous condition. So this book here was originally purchased from Toys R Us, and it is 1961. Yeah, 1961 is the latest copyright in the book here, and it has a little dedication page there, and it has all sorts of really cool photos, some in black and white, some in color. Sorry, Raggedy Ann freaks me out a little bit, guys. Annabelle kind of ruined it for me. So it's all in color. There are different stories. It is 95 pages long. And just so you can see, the corners have a little bit of shelf wear, but outside of that, this book was barely ever cracked. So this is the next little guy here up for offer, my Raggedy Ann Stories book. Next up, I have some Americana. I have a little piece of Betsy Ross, sewing the American flag. Now, this is an Avon piece, so the top is plastic. You can see the inside there, and here's the base. She is glass, and it is painted. I don't think she smells anymore. I'm going to double check. Do the sniff test. Faintly. She smells faintly, and it's not bad. It's not grossing me out, but it totally smells like Avon. This was Sonnet Cologne, the Betsy Ross figure. So an Avon piece, really great for your little displays. She's in fabulous condition. She's sitting on her little bench there. So she is a painted glass. This isn't a milk glass. She is a painted glass. As you can see, that's the clear glass. So she is my next lady up for offer on this red, white, and blue day. Okay, next up I have a Lighthouse. Sorry about that. A Lighthouse. It is a trinket box. It is red, white, and blue, and very Americana. The Lighthouse is all over the place. Here is the bottom. It is not stamped with anything. And then we carefully open it up because it's never really been opened. All nice and clean on the inside. It does stand at 3.5 inches tall. So not a super duper big trinket box, but really a neat little box. I like this one. You don't see many Lighthouses. So this is the next guy up for offer. Okay, Next up, I got something red and white. This is actually an Avon jar. Now, this is a softer material, and then it is glass on the inside. So this is glass, and then they wrapped this material around it. It's not rubber. It's not wax either, although it does have that waxy look. Now, I guess this jar itself was scented on the outside, and then it would release the fragrance into the room. It still does have a faint scent. It's just not really all that there anymore. And then underneath, these are actually raised a little bit. All this really neat scroll work. I just thought this is a great little jar to put a few flowers in. Works now, works at Valentine's Day, works at Christmas. This would be a really fun piece to have around. It is a ruby red, which is nice. So this is just about 6.5 inches tall. So 6.5 inches tall. Here it is next to my head. And like I said, really nice and clean on the inside, made of glass, and would look really pretty in your displays. So this is the next guy up for offer. Next up, I have an apple, because I'm from the well, not from the Big Apple. I live in the Big Apple, and what better to give you on the 4th of July that's going to carry over into fall, into your fall season, than an apple. So here is the base. It is in fabulous condition. There is no maker's mark on the bottom. It does come with its ceramic spoon as well, which is nice. And the tippy top, just so you can see there's no condition issues with this, guys. All nice and shiny. So like I said, carrying over from the summer into your fall seasons. Here is your apple. Imagine some apple butter in here. Now I want apple butter. Next up on the list, my apple. And I'm sticking with that, we just went from an apple. Now let's go to something else that's very American, chocolate chip cookies. Nestle Toll House chocolate chip cookies, to be exact. So I have this tin. I am not sure how super vintage it is, but I just kind of thought for now and then carrying way and well over into the winter to kind of keep this sitting out, your Toll House cookie tin. Here's the inside, very clean. Same with the top here. It does have America's Finest Morsels. So I think it's a bit of a throwback, and it has the cookies on two sides, and then it has this on one side, and then this on the other side. So you get kind of like a three-sided thing you can change out, which I think is cool. It is a rectangle, so it is 6.5 inches by 4. So 6.5 by 4 on the rectangle cookie tin. And if you're interested in this guy's up for offer next. Okay, next up, I have a horse. Actually, I guess you could call this a knight if you're a chess player. It is shaped like a knight. It is a newer piece. It is a light, which is fun. It comes with the cord and a little on-off switch there. Like I said, it is a newer piece, and I just thought it was kind of cool to bring. This is lots of wild horses, I guess. I don't know. It was white. It's neat. It's an interesting piece. It'll definitely be a conversational piece. So this guy is 8 inches to the tip of his little ears here. He is in really good condition. There's no condition issues with him at all. And if you decided you didn't want him to be a light, I suppose you could take that out and do something else with him, like something really fun. But I liked him. He's a white knight. He's your white knight, ladies. He's your white knight. So if you're interested, he's the next guy up for offer. All right, next up, we drink on the 4th of July, right? There's always some cocktails flying around. Well, how about this for a cocktail shaker? So this is a white and red, and I believe this is, yeah, this is a Libby. So this is a Libby piece. So you've got your Tom Collins, your daiquiris, your Manhattans, your whiskey sours, yum yum, your margaritas, and your Alexanders. I think that's all of them. Oh, nope, and your martini and your Tom Collins. And I started at daiquiri. So you have all of them here on this. It also gives you the recipe, as well as a handy dandy little measuring guide. So it's the size of like a regular Pilsner glass or beer glass. So it is 6 inches tall, 6 inches tall. And this guy here could be yours. And like I said, it is Libby. Up next for offer, Libby Cocktail Shaker. Okay, next I got some American songs. So we have Bell-Bottom Trousers. This is a World War II, if I'm remembering right. I will check the copyright in a minute. I love those guys. Look at those guys. All I can think of is Gene Kelly in Anchors Away. And I can't remember who else was in that with him. 1944. So this is a 1944 bell-bottom trousers in really, really great shape there. Great for your displays for all of those veteran holidays. Thank you. We salute you. I come from a family of Navy men. Both my grandfathers and my dad were in the Navy. And that's that. Next one up for offer, bell-bottom trousers. And last but certainly not least, I have the official recruiting song for your country and my country. There it is right there. We've got Uncle Sam beating on his drum with the eagle flying around with, I'm going to call that a horseshoe, but I know it's not. I think it's a laurel, actually. And then we've got the warships here in the background. And it is an Irving Berlin song. And I always love the back of these. Clown alert, guys. Clown alert. There's your clown alert. The backs of these are kind of a kick in the pants, too. It was written on. Somebody owned it and wrote their name on it very proudly. Emily Lucille Herbst. I kid you not. Her last name was Herbst. Can't make it up. This one here is 1917. So this is World War I. So the other one was World War II. This one you got World War I. And just a really nice display piece up on your wall. This one is bigger too, so you can see the size difference in these. This is an 8 by 10. This is more 12 by 14. So this is the next guy up for offer. Well, I thank you for hanging out with me. Don't forget, put in the number of the item that you wanted in the comments below. First come, first serve. I will take a backup bidders. Make sure to check out everybody else on the list. You never know what people are going to come up with. It's a red, white, and blue sale. You might find something that is for now. You might find something that's for Christmas. Doesn't matter as long as it was red, white, or blue. Those are the rules. So we thank you for joining us. Don't forget, hop on over to Claudia K. Vintage's channel next. She is up next. And until next time, stay swanky and stay classy.